from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun
I am the hype! Captain, I think I caught you lacking. There are not more players that this hell's packing. No,
What's up, y'all? Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing Sunday. How are you? Appreciate that, Sherry. Appreciate that. What's up, Black Cat? I saw you. Look, you sent me a message. And I'm like, Black Cat, you know what I'm about to tell you. You know what I'm about to tell you. A regular drawing works for that. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I think like my day is dragging. Nothing happened. Everything is great. But I have been dragging and I figured it out. I know what the problem is. So late last night, it was, probably about 1 o'clock. I woke up, eyes were itching because went to bed early. Woke up, my eyes were itching. And so I was like, listen, we got to get up and go to church. So I need to, I can't deal with this. So I went and took 2 Benadryl. Yeah, I think them Benadryl's still in my system because Wreckit Ralph was having problems with his allergies too. And I gave him some, little children's Benadryl, and we both dragging. Meanwhile, at church today, they decided to give out, have little refreshments, no repasts, like they had lemonade and cookies. Y'all, why did me and my sister let Noonie eat a whole cookie. Because they were soft, right? They were soft. And so we let her eat a whole cookie. That little girl ran running around this house terrorizing us. Terrorizing us? Look, Wreckit Ralph was in church like, I want to go. Like, he was like, let's go. He was ready to go, leave. And I was like, well, I mean, Big J, I'm, Vice Jesus here, putting the call in. I kind of want, wherever I am, you are. So can you meet me at the house? I can't even tell you what service was about, to be honest. I can't. I was so like Benadrylled up and out of it. Simma, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Look, so I was out of it, and then Wreck-It Ralph was like, the Benadryl. It was still had him sleepy, so he was cranky, and so we got home. Wreck-It Ralph went to sleep. God dog. He went to sleep. Noonie, I was on the sofa, laid back. Like, okay, I'm gonna take me a quick nap. My sister's filling orders, doing amazing. Y'all, she starts back work tomorrow because, she's an educator. So she starts back work tomorrow. So that just means, I don't know. I have no employees now. So I'm laying on the sofa like, I'm gonna catch me a nap. Y'all, Noonie was running and diving onto me, climbing up on the sofa, laid on me, and then get up. And what it is about toddlers, if they lay on you or sit on you, when they get up, they have to jam their elbow into you in order to like get up. Like they're just like, like, oh my gosh. I'm like, little girl, I know you're a year and a half old, but if you want to make it to C2, no, I'm just kidding. Jokes. Look, now she's in there asleep. I am over there. Like, I'm tempted to go wake her up. Wreck-It Ralph still asleep. Right, Miss Woochie. That elbow, that bony little toddler elbow is like the worst thing. Like, I think that should be a move in the UFC. Like, oh my God, he hit him with the toddler elbow. Took his ass smooth up out of here. Terrible. So we're here. We're here. I said, let me get on here and do a live. Nooney's my niece. I said, let me get on here and do a live. Hey, Micah. And talk to the people, try to wake up. When I got back before the Benadryl really laid on me heavy, y'all know I was looking for some new Bismillah. All my kick live streaming folks, I was looking for some new Bismillah, and I think I found a couple. Shoot. Naomi says just as bad as the toddler kick. Yeah, the toddler kicks. To me, the elbows are the worst. Or you know what's worse? You know what's absolutely worse than the kick, but not as bad as the elbow? When toddlers want a kiss from you and they run up and headbutt you right in the lips. Forehead, right in the lip. I'm like, Lord, we about to have some problems. But anyway, picture me rolling roll call over here on YouTube right quick. If I can. Simma, what's going on, Simma? Thank you for being a channel member. Mystery Lady Joy, thank you for being a channel member. Calandra Fowler, thank you for being a channel member. Kalia and Paris, thank y'all for being channel members. Eternal Supernova Sherry, thank you for being a channel member and a moderator. Couldn't do this without you, Sherry. Black Avy, what's up, brother? Where you been? They were just saying how they, missed you in Discord. What's going on? Well, thank you for being a channel member. Lasagna Jones and Lovely Sweet, thank y'all for being channel members. Hey, Donna, how are you? Mariana, thank you for being a channel member. Crystal B, thank you for being a channel member. Brandy the Butcher, hello. Day X, what's going on? Welcome. What's up, Big Ice? How are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Micah, what's up, Micah? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Over on Kick, we got the what? Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Contra Vision, what's going on? Naomi D. Goat, how are you? Sunshine 1993, hi, 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 hello, hello, hello. OG Black Cat, what's going on? Bobo 2500, what's up, what's up? Black Slytherin, how are you? There y'all go. Okay, okay. Look, y'all over there cheering Noonie on. Naomi D. Goat. Trey Simone says, Bismillah. And then Toddler Foot, right up in your dome piece. And over there on TikTok. I got a new AI video for y'all. I'm gonna drop. I have a new AI video I need to drop. But what's going on, April? How are you? Miss Wooshi, Miss Council. Every 40 days. Why does it sound like an old person getting ready to start complaining? Every 40 days. I got to fight. But what's going on? Whew. So anyway, what's up, Phoenix? How are you? Whew. All right, I think I'm feeling better. And you know what's funny? So my sister made a Walmart order. And she was like, you need anything? And I was like, no, I think I'm good. You know, don't be asking that when I'm all been drilled up, going off the drill. I was going off the drill. I did not see the Hat Man though, thank goodness. But yeah, I took 2 of them, and man, I'm still dragging. But luckily, I have some coffee, my own brand of coffee. I have some, and I'm over here feeling great. Over here feeling great right now. So y'all know how we're gonna do this. Black Gables have been down the road. Okay, all right, that's right. That's right. I knew you're a truck driver. You know, stay safe out there, brother. Stay safe out there. Watch out for the road gators and the lizards. I don't know why all the snakes are active. But anyway, y'all know how we're gonna run this thing. We are going to do a little Q&A. We're gonna do Q&A for about 15 minutes over here. And then at the end of 15 minutes, because I'm keeping y'all on schedule today, y'all ain't gonna have me for 3 hours again today, like y'all did yesterday. We're gonna stay on schedule today. And in 15 minutes, we're all going over the kick. Y'all know how we're gonna do it. Hey, what's up, Ruthie? So what's going on? Put a capital Q and then ask your Hoodoo related question. Then we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna get it going. Let me see. Should I do more than 15 minutes of multi-stream? Let me ask the Oracle. Oracle, should I multi-stream longer than 15 minutes? Oracle said don't count on it. Y'all got 15 minutes. Then everybody got to be on kick. Yeah, Big Eyes took that question back. Boy, I was about to. No, I'm just kidding. Then y'all come on over to kick. All right, let's see. Trey Simone said I was not expecting a magic 8 ball. Hey, sometimes you gotta ask the Oracle. What's up, Cherie? AKA Nikki F, baby. Let's see what we got here. Contra Vision says, can I walk around with Queen's Root in my bra? I don't carry my purse on me all day. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. Do not. You know, that's something I don't think I've ever said before. And I don't know why. That may be him working on me. But ladies, never, ever carry John the Conqueror's Root in your bra. Never. Shoot. Remember the side effects? The side effects will be doubled. You keep them around your tatas. So don't do that. Nolsa, is it risky to do a hoodoo working on someone who practices palo? Yeah. And vice versa. It's not the tradition. I think sometimes people think, well, one tradition is more powerful than the other. But I mean, if you should always take precautions if you know you're working on someone who knows a thing or two. You know, it's kind of like wanting to walk up and punch somebody in the face. That want to go punch somebody in the face that you know takes boxing. You might want to be careful. Hamilton said, my first form of fortune telling as a kid, I missed my magic 8 ball. Man, listen, kids are some serious fortune tellers. Like, seriously. Leslie, what's going on? Thank you for the gift. Kids are some serious fortune tellers. Have you noticed as a kid, we like, listen. And you know what makes kids so good at divining? Because kids believe wholeheartedly. There's no what if when you a kid. When you a kid, you honestly feel like there's a chance if you step on a crack, you're gonna break your mama's back. You honestly feel that. Like, shoo. Man, I ain't trying to hurt my mama. I love my mama. You know, you honestly feel that. Jojo, thank you so much. And so since kids don't have doubt, too, that's why you see little kids be like, you see the man right there? Yeah. We train that out of them. But ain't no man there, shut up. Because, you know, they be slick scaring us and making us a little paranoid. But kids are great diviners as well. Because they don't have the doubt that creeps in when you become an adult. Deanna says, I used to believe that seriously. Like, you couldn't pay me to step on no crack. Because I love my mom. I ain't about to try to break her back. Nope. Big Ice says, question, does the railroad nail under the driver's side have to be rusty? No, Big Ice. Nope. You know, we love Big Ice around here. Like, we love her around here. So, Y'all, hold on. Let me go get a button. I'll be right back. I'm going to find me a button because Big Ice is here with us. Let me go find a button.
I am the high Captain, I think I caught you lacking. There are not more years that this hell's paying. No,
So, nope. Does not have to be rusty. All right. How can I work with raccoon feet? Don't know. Don't know. Be careful. Raccoons carry rabies. Them things carry rabies. Y'all better be careful. Trey Simone says, Queen root is just Orris root? Question mark, question mark. No, Queen's root is Queen's root. Orris root is Orris root. Bluesman King. What's up, Bluesman? Hey, I appreciate you coming through. Gloria, okay, so Gloria, I'm glad you were here. Gloria, you one of those people that will. So on TikTok, she's over on TikTok, y'all, and she comments just eye emojis. That's the weirdest thing to me. Like, everyone else is like, haha, make a comment, and every post I make is just eyes. What does that mean? What does that mean, Gloria? What does that mean? Sheesh. It means every post I make, if I see Gloria Ashmore, it's just eyes. What is that? Can somebody help me with speak emoji? Can somebody help me speak emoji? Like, what does that mean? Like every comment, she comes in here want to ask a question, but on a post, it's just looking like this, like in a cartoon when it's in the dark. I'm like, goodness. I'm like, can you say something? What's going on? Thank you, Leslie. Lord have mercy. Noah says, might be too late for me. I already did the working. That's why you might want to check on stuff ahead of time. So you know somebody works in like spirituality, and you just gonna throw at them. I mean, it most likely it'll work out for you, hopefully. It'll work out for you. Kalia says, question, are there any other ways you can use Jezebel root besides home wrecking? No. Also, thanks for the reading yesterday. It gave me confirmation I'm on the right track. Awesome. I'm glad it could help. Sorry it took so long. So, Hipsy is sometimes a little slow to give me notifications, or I'll see a notification and it takes a while. D said my mom would step on cracks and joke that grandma was hurting. It was very serious. Listen, did that traumatize you as a kid? Because there would be times when my cousin would purposely stomp on cracks, and I was so worried for my auntie. I was like, oh my God. Like, you don't know what you're doing. What is wrong with you? I think I actually started crying one time. Like, why you want to do that to auntie? Kids are cruel. But you know what? I think that's why, like, you grew up tough. Because you're like your cousins and the other kids at school, man, it's like gladiators. Look, she came in here doing it again, y'all. She came in here doing it. I think I'm waking up, y'all. Starting to feel a little bit better. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Felicia Cotton says, question, is there any way to clear stagnant energy when I do my money rituals and wear my money oil? I'm just not seeing results. Well, that could be something totally different from stagnant energy. It could be how you're using the oil, or how you're doing the workings, what frame of mind you're in. A lot of times when we do money workings, we just sitting here thinking about being broke. And that don't cut it. That don't cut it at all. So, remember, we have to be in alignment with whatever we desire when we're doing workings. So if you are, what's up, Coco? If you are doing a money working, you can't be feeling all broke and stagnant. If you're doing a love working, you can't be all anxious and, full of anxiety and thirstiness. So if you aren't seeing results with the money workings that you're doing, what frame of mind are you in when you're doing the money workings? Miss Wu said, boy, I had a laugh this morning when I saw them pictures you drew of the monkey. But absolutely. Contra Vision says, question, would you ever consider selling the WAP? Lord have mercy. What the? Oh, juniper berry vinegar. Oh, woo. I thought you were asking me if I was ready to start pimping. Like, what? Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to get into that type of stuff. I don't. Bobo, I thought she was asking me if I was getting ready to start pimping. Like, anybody selling no WAP around here? The world? Whew. Kalia says, y'all, and see, here's the thing right here. And this is what I try to guard against, which is why y'all see me like so aggressively control my chat, either online or offline. Because what happened? Y'all remember what happened that time? Somebody came in the chat and they were like, somebody came in the chat and they said, wow, I didn't know that Hi John liked bacon. Newsflash, He doesn't, and that's not an offering. But anyway, as soon as that person typed that, before I could respond, somebody else in the chat said, "Oh wow, great. Thanks for the tip." And I said, "No, no, no." And see, somebody asked about a raccoon foot, and here's Aaliyah. Ain't nobody said nothing about no raccoons foot. Here's Aaliyah. What can you use raccoon bone for? As if Aaliyah got a ton of raccoons at her house, and she's just been waiting to figure out what she's gonna do with all the bones. See, y'all, look, it just happened in real time again. It just happened in real time again. What's up, Lex? Hey, sis, I see you. Lex said, pimping since been pimping since been pimping. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. Fix this hat. But y'all saw, it just happened in real time again. Somebody mentioned a raccoon bone, and before I could say nothing, what can you use it for? What's up, Breeze? Breeze, nursing student, are you coming to the extended 8-week boot camp? Look, and one person said, "Is Queen's root Orange?" I said, "No, Queen's root is Queen's root, Orange root is Orange root." Here's Day. What's the difference? What's the difference? It's like if someone said, are apples oranges? No, apples are apples. Oranges are oranges. And so the difference is one is an apple and one is orange. April says, how do you know if someone put a root on you? The only real way to know is through divination, but I shudder to say that now because, you know, TikTok has that all messed up because you're going to get somebody shuffling cards aggressively, you know, going Glorilla in the background. Ooh. Yeah, they got roots on you. DM me, they got roots on you. But normally you will see things, and having roots put on you will often, things work with the natural flow of things, okay? But it will happen in an unexplainable manner. For instance, if you have, it's like say aches, pains, ailments that the doctors cannot locate or come up with a solution for, that could be a way. Oftentimes being 100% and completely stagnant in every area of life. Okay, your money goes down, your relationship messes up, and it seems like it all hits at once. Now, physical signs can be odd digestion, either hungry on the time or not hungry at all. Odd sleep patterns, not waking up at 3 a.m. Waking up at 3 a.m. is often a sign of high cortisol levels, not demons as the movies want to tell you. Okay, so you got that. There's just, unexplainable things like, and not, there are no monitoring spirits, but if you see an abundance of the big black flies in your house, that can be a sign. Boba says, question, can you get me working on a monkey paw? Absolutely. So a lot of times what people will do with a monkey paw, they'll take it and they may dress it with lost stay-away oil on the pads of the feet, and then they'll wrap it in like a small strip of flannel and keep it in your pocket, and that keeps the law away. It also helps if you plan on doing some stealing. It helps you to not get caught doing some thieving. Here on the Broken Prophets channel, on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and Kick, we do not condone the taking of things that are not yours. But if you do so, then these are traditional remedies through the Hoodoo practice. But that's one way. It's also great with gambling. It's great with gambling. Veva Embroidery Queens. I used to stomp on cracks when I was mad at my mom and then ask her how her back was. You are evil. You hear me? Evil. But it's not just for thieving. It's dice games, card games, games of chance where you use your hands. And you could also put someone's picture tied to the paw of it, and it helps to get money from that particular person. Coco said, "What's up, sugar lady? You talking to Big Ice? I already know. You talking to Big Ice." Deanna says, "Question: When did signs and synchronicities start becoming a thing in Hoodoo?" They aren't. They aren't. Signs are, but not synchronicities. I've been seeing a lot of posts of people saying they see repetitious numbers, meaning that their spell has worked. That is not a thing. Listen. Oh, that is not a thing. Listen. Oh my gosh. TikTok, I blame TikTok. Because you see so many people, oh my gosh, I saw 1111. If 1111 meant something, good shit should have happened to you twice a day your entire life. Pardon my language on a Sunday. Sorry. But if 1111 meant something, shouldn't good things have happened to you twice a day your entire life? The thing is, people have so little faith now that they can't wait patiently to see their working come to fruition. So they're hoping for little checkpoints along the way to let them know they're on the right track, because heaven forbid a week goes by and they don't know whether or not their work is working because they have so little faith now. So you got to tell them, oh, well, if a candle pops 3 times, you know what that means. Oftentimes I would say that, just be like, hey, you saw what happened. It was raining during the daytime. You know what that means. Consequently, that means the devil beating his wife. Thank you, Miss Brooklyn 8. I appreciate you. And but we have had signs for a while. Like if you see a red bird, we'll kiss the red bird. Thank you, Now Rise. That's the thing, okay? I've often, there was this one time, and I told y'all this story. I went to Walmart, and when I came out of Walmart, the little thing where you push your shopping carts into in the parking lot, it was covered in crows. And I was like, man, what y'all want? Because crows often carry messages. So do sparrows. So that's a thing. But having just repetitious numbers and things like that, no. What happens is when you have an idea in your head, okay, of what to look out for, your subconscious will steer your eyes to look for it. How many of us have seen those things like on TikTok or on IG or wherever, and it says, well, the first word this is just like a bunch of jumbles of letters, and the first word you see tells you da-da-da-da-da about yourself. Well, subconsciously, you're seeing the whole page. You're not actively reading it, but your eyes see the whole page. And your subconscious is scanning, point there, because that's what we like. Okay? So that is what happens when you think 1111 means something. Subconsciously, your brain will trigger. It's 1111 now. You need to look at the clock. And you will. And you'll see it and go, I knew that work was working. I just saw 1111. Brock, what up, Brock? Thank you for the super chat. So there's really no thing with like repeating and repetitive numbers. I know you asked like when did that become a thing in Hoodoo? When somebody on TikTok saw it and then the algorithm started recommending it to everybody else. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Whenever somebody got spiritual beef, it's gonna always be Glorilla playing in the background. Always. Big Guy say they shuffling cards like packing a box of cigarettes. Ain't that the truth? TikTok be like, and then they be doing this and chewing some gum furiously. Look, y'all, look. It's 777 for a tap in, but if you want a full read, 3-card pull, that's 1111. Okay, come on, let's tap in. Let's tap in with spirit. Let's tap in with spirit. Y'all know how TikTok rocks. See over on TikTok says, or say, people are getting stuff from everywhere and mixing up, calling it hoodoo. Exactly. I said a while ago, people have come to use the term hoodoo to describe any piece of weird magic that they've come up with. If they're black and don't want to pay for the initiation, all the better. Well, this is just my hoodoo. This is what I do. Yeah, it's my people. My people do that. I said the marketeers, we don't have to worry about them anymore. It's us wearing waist beads and all kinds of stuff. It's us now. Yvon says, after a cleansing, do you recommend a return to sender or reversible? Excellent question. Because a lot of times people think, well, I do a cleansing, that's enough. You should always follow a cleansing with something else. You should always follow with something else. It doesn't even have to be a return to sender if you don't know that someone's done something to you. But let's say your money is weird. Do a cleansing and then do a money working. I'm gonna have to. Wait, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on a quick BRB. Mods, y'all got this. I need to run out and grab the Walmart. All right, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I am back. All right. I think I'm gonna just scroll all the way down because I done got too far behind. I'm just gonna scroll all the way down. How long have I been on? Ooh, y'all got about 10 minutes. Then we going over the kick. 5 minutes. Then we going over the kick. Let's scroll down. Look, Aaliyah got me dying. Aaliyah said, "What's some of y'all out here doing? I think somebody done hexed y'all." April said, "Is the concept of having a root put on person a part of Hoodoo? That is us. I don't think anybody else says that. That is us. Somebody done put them roots on you. Yeah, I think that is us. I don't think anybody else says that." Michael says, "Do you think Patti LaBelle's new Attitude song is good to use while doing a road opening?" I mean, it's not necessarily the song. It is the song that well, it is the frame of mind that the song promotes. You know, a lot of times people can't use a memory because memory is triggered like the wrong thing, but a song can put you in like the money mode. A song can put you in like the feeling of love or whatever. Memory is sometimes, yeah, memory is gonna throw you left. So yes, that is definitely a Hoodoo thing. What else we got here? Contra Vision says, "Good, excellent question. Question: Is there a working people ask for all the time that they aren't spiritually ready for?" To be perfectly honest, the vast majority of any workings. And the reason I say that is not because a working may be too it's not that a working is too complex or that it's too difficult or more spiritual. It's that people oftentimes aren't ready to get success from a working. We've become a society now where we, instead of being in control of our emotions control us. And emotional control is tantamount to getting results in this thing. I say it all the time, like you cannot attract money to you while you are sitting there thinking about lacking all the time. You can't. It's just not going to happen. The universe, as vast and as beautiful as it is still very, very, very literal. So it'll bring you what you ask for the most. And the scripture tells us that the universe listens to both the words of your mouth, but also the meditations of your heart. So if your mouth for 5 minutes is saying, "Bring me money, bring me money, bring me money," but the meditations of your heart all day long are, "I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. Oh no, what am I going to do? What is going to happen? I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke." You are going to have more broke. So it has really nothing to do with the working or the type of working, the complexity, how arcane it is. I mean, you could sacrifice roosters and get nothing from it if mentally and emotionally you all cattywampus. Dancy Ladybug, thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. So that's like the first thing that I teach people. If I were to teach them, it's like, you've got to get your emotions under control. That's why when I was taking on mentorships, the first thing I told them is the worst thing that you can do. The worst thing that you can do is start class and then trying to learn something to go fix your life right now. You have not built the spiritual muscle memory. You have not built the confidence, and you have not built like the ability to separate yourself from the situation yet. And there's nothing more discouraging than a lack of results. And you're going to not get results when you are trying to learn how to fight in the middle of a fight. Learn how to do everything but what you're going through right now. Shoot. Then once you get them chops up, then you'll be all right. Bobo 2500 says, question, I did a clear cut hex and I had a gnat problem since then and a big fly. I'm a neat freak and can't find how they would have got in. Is that something to pay attention to or worry about? Not in the summer. Not in the summer. Okay. Gnats and flies are not really a concern in the summer, which, it's because that just naturally happens. Like me and my sister were over here battling gnats over here a little while ago. And it's like, we know we clean, but that come gnats just everywhere. And you get one pregnant gnat and it's over with. Look, see? One of them little bastards was just in here right now. So I wouldn't think it's anything in the summertime. Especially in the South, right, Witchery? Especially in the South. Let's see. Chris Love 33 says, question, what should you do when you see crows? They give me a feeling. A lot of people get a weird feeling around crows because they're like pretty decent sized black birds and they're in a flock. But they're not necessarily a bad sign. They're not necessarily a bad sign. I just, hey y'all, what y'all want? And if they call back, well, then you should do a divination. But if they don't say nothing back, don't worry about it. Mickey Barnett says, question, what can be done to protect against someone working a fresh egg in a jar on you or others? Mickey, who told you somebody got an egg in a jar on you? Honestly, put your picture inside the Bible at the 23rd Psalm. The Bleeding Baron, I like that name. The Bleeding Baron just wanted to pay why am I speaking in an accent? Lord have mercy. Just wanted to pay respects to Prophet. Thanks for over a decade of wisdom from up in Gwinnett. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kick info. No, it's KICK, not KIK. KICK.com/thebrokenprophet. Right, just like my man Brock just put that right there. As a matter of fact, let's go over there. I'm going to go make me another cup of coffee. My sister asked me if I needed something from Walmart. I needed energy drinks, but hey, I got my coffee. So this is what I'm going to do, family. We've been over here a little bit. Too long. So I'm going to put y'all on Be Right Back. And then we are going over to Kick right there. The big green K. KICK.com/thebrokenprophet. Come on over there. All right, be right back. Oh, and listen. So when I go, I'm gonna put it on there on BRB, and then YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, y'all are gonna drop. Kick, y'all know this. We've been doing this for a while now. Y'all know.